Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Harry Potter Summer 2025 set review. Today we're looking at set number 76452. This is the Quality Quidditch Supplies and Ice Cream Parlor set. It has 795 pieces, retailing for $99.99 USD or $129.99 Canadian. This released on June 1st, but was sent to me early by LEGO and Land to do a review for. I'm so excited about this. I love these Diagon Alley shops because we keep getting cool and exclusive figures, and more excitingly, it adds to our Diagon Alley street. Now, both of these locations actually appeared in the large $500 Diagon Alley sets, but I'm glad that people are able to get this more affordable version. But let's go ahead and let's build this. All right, so here it is built. If you want, you can find time codes down below if you want to hop around to the specific shops, the comparison to the original shops from the first Diagon Alley set, or the minifigures. So I want to start with this shop first because I love this. It looks so much better than the large one with the bright pink. I don't know what they were thinking there, but this looks really great. I love how this is designed here to have this little interior like all the other sets, and this here specifically has some really cool stickers and different details in here. Also, it is actually modular where you can separate the entire top floor here and separate it into two if you wanted to. I'm not quite sure why you would want to do that, but that is an option that you can actually do while building this. But zooming in, all right, so up here in the front, I love these stickers on the window with the red bars and everything for the different window sections, but all of the little banners up there look great with the red, yellow, and blue. I think that's really great. Also, just some of the architecture details there, like those little pieces down below, adds a bit of flair, I think, to this. I also really like these stickers up above there as well with the Quality Quidditch Supplies. Over here on this wall, you've got this advertisement for the Quidditch World Cup, as well as some flying lessons. I love this sign over here as well. It's got a bunch of different shops there with Scribblus, Marcus Scars, which is actually a shop for Nocturne Alley, and Flourish and Blots, which I have a feeling is going to be next year's Diagon Alley shop, because I think we're going to be moving over to Chamber of Secrets stuff. That's just a guess, because we've been focusing mostly on the first films for like the large scale Hogwarts stuff. So I think next year with Lockhart and different things, that's what's going to happen. But you might have noticed there was this little gear. And it's so cute. You can move it here to have this broom actually moving in the window, which is so cool. I love how it also moves there. Like, that's just so unique. It's just such a simple and fun little play feature there. You've also got this nice glass above this dark red door there, which we'll step through in a bit. The rest of the shop up above looks really nice. I like this little lamp, how it's on this angle here for that yellow transparent brick. I love how this section jets out there. I think that looks so nice. You've also got this cute little sign there with a golden snitch, and that's using one of the newer pieces for 2025. The little orb pieces there in the new orange look great. You've also got this sign for the Quality Quidditch Supplies there with some dark red orbs down below. There's also two stickers of some bricks, one on this side and then another one over here. And then you've also got this little chimney stack sticking out here, which looks really great. Fits right in with like the Wizarding World cool architecture and everything. Here's the inside of the shop. There are two stories. All right, so stepping inside here, you've got this cool sticker there, which has an advertisement for a bunch of famous Quidditch players, bunch of scrolls and different things. I'm assuming those are all different orders. You've got a barrel there. This chest has a bunch of the different objects to play Quidditch on top, as well as a club on the inside there. And over here, you've got just a bunch of different drawers. You've got a cash register. You've got that really cool broom design there as well, which uses this new piece here for the summer 2025. I love that piece. It looks incredible, just that angle that's on. Here you have a trophy, as well as you've also got two cloaks there for the Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff different Quidditch outfits and uniforms. The design for this rack is so cool. I love how that looks using that little coffee handle piece upside down. You've also got a sticker over there on this wall with some more little supplies for Quidditch to play, and then some more of those banners that you saw on the window. The second floor has a lot going on here as well. Over here in this corner, you've got this sticker there for the Chudley cannons there. You've also got some more supplies and different things that are all in the stickers, which I mean, it would have been nice to maybe have some of that brick built, but you've got some helmets there. In the center there, technically we have another minifigure with the Slytherin Quidditch robes there. You've got a trophy as well as a Slytherin banner. Over here in the corner, you've got another really detailed sticker there, as well as here you've got some broom handles and the brooms that you could actually build and customize and make your own broom. That's kind of neat. And up on the very top floor, nothing really too special going on. You can see the other side of this chimney, as well as you've got two more clubs there and a golden snitch in the center. I love this. I didn't point this out before, but the build for this point is nice. So here's the ice cream parlor shop. It's an interesting design here because it is on this angle, and they specifically have it designed to be on hinges so that you could also open it up and turn it into a shop like this. So it's kind of interesting that you have these two options on how you can display this. So yeah, you could also have it sort of maybe not fully on a right degree angle, however you want, but I think this is going to help a lot, especially with more and more shops obviously being added over time, that you're going to have this little corner building. So it's an interesting idea here for sure that they have created for this. So the design for this is interesting here. I like all the different masonry brick colors there in that light green, as well as this little canopy that overhangs over the windows. That looks nice in yellow. Over here on this side of the wall, you've got some sand green masonry bricks, which looks nice, as well as the Technic holes there are in sand green. And then over here on this side, you've also got the same design just reflected on the side. The roof looks nice here on the next level up, with this little miniature table and the green seats. For some reason, there are only 2 stickers for the ice cream parlor there for the Sunday cups, and this little ice cream scoop sign as well down below on that cone. This window obviously is the best part of this build for sure. I love the angle that that's on and how that is accomplished there by hiding just so much of that behind some of these plates. But that's really, really great. Over here, this window, nothing special going on, but you do have this huge brick-built ice cream scoop there with some cherries on top. All right, interior, we need to look at this together because it has a lot of different customizable options here. I'm not the biggest fan of this in terms of just the layout. Like, the idea of having these spots upstairs for you to eat is just, I don't know. Also, just the layout, there's nothing special going on. There are no stickers inside here. There's no menu. There's nothing. There's this little spot there in the corner that you're meant to be able to actually remove and I guess move, but then you're covering the door. You can move it here, I guess, as well, and have it be on this angle, which does work when you close it. So that's kind of interesting, but does that look good? I don't know. It's very strange, the layout of this, because of this corner, which is accurate, at least to the shop from Universal. It's a neat attempt to have this checkered display, but I don't know why they didn't just use the triangular pieces to have it so that when you actually do close this up, it does fully actually cover up everything. And just, I think having the checkers be 2 by 2 instead of 1 by 1 is better, because then with these I don't like the floor. I don't get it. This looks nice here. You've got some ice cream inside, some cones on top, and I guess these are supposed to be different toppings that you can add to this here. So over here, you've got this seat that you can easily remove there, and again, move around and swap to different floors and onto different studs that are around. You have this table with, I guess, a smoothie there. And then over here as well, you have this seat with this ice cream scoop on that table, no bowl. Something else the shop has is this little spot that you could eat outside. You've got 2 seats there, as well as somebody's ordered some butter beer. You've also got, I guess, some ice cream there, and this umbrella piece is a nice detail. I guess you could try and do this. It's not going to be easy to do, but if you want, you could actually attach it there and still sort of close this up around that. But again, it's hitting different studs, so I don't know. But this is technically an option if you want to have it open and on this unique angle. Here we have this little ice cream cart, which is interesting. It can move on those wheels, and I like that this actually matches the little canopy in the set. You've got handles there for a minifigure to actually move the whole little cart. You've got these little taps there for this to dispense ice cream onto those cones. I feel like that just could have been a different piece on top than down below. It just doesn't really make any sense. It maybe should have just been a regular stud or something like that. Also, I find that this piece pops off very easily and it's just falling apart. Like the connection for that is not great here. All right, here they are side by side. It is night and day in terms of the scale of these two sets. Like seeing them now side by side, as much as I really don't like this bright pink, and I love this for what it is, this is so much nicer. I mean, look at the windows out here. That looks incredible. I love those windows compared to this and just how it's sticking out. I think that's really nice. You've got this banner here that has a Quidditch actually written vertically there. I think that's nice. It does, of course, also share a chunk of this with the Daily Prophet. All right, again, side by side here. It is night and day. Like, this is really nice. Just, it's so much more spacious. You've got this little mat when you walk in. You've got different mannequins on each level. You have this nice little stand for this display for some of the clubs, all the different colors there. I think that's really nice little detail compared to the closed cabinets in the one. The second floor here as well, another mannequin, some more carpets, a sticker there, free to fly, test any of our brooms. You do have a chest, same as the other one here, but in the corner, you've got more robes and different things, which I think the brick-built stuff here is nicer than the stickers here. But imagine having brick-built stuff in front of these stickers. I think that would also be really nice too. All right, so comparing these two shops is very difficult as well because obviously scale-wise and size-wise they're very different, but just what you've got going on here. This is its own shop. This is sharing a shop, of course, in a whole spot with the Flourish and Blots. There are some similarities with that banner. I think looks really nice. I think that is a better build, but it also has more space and different things for that. I do like some of the colors in here more, specifically with all the yellows and everything for the windowsills, as well as that corner window looks really great. That's something that this one is lacking because it doesn't have that corner spot here. But the chairs as well, this is a better build for the chairs. I've never liked these seats because of just how flimsy they are. I also like that the seats are matching the colors that are actually supposed to be up top there. So that's a nice little detail for this one. At least looking at Bricklink, the first time the seats ever came in the lime green color was actually in 2023, so it didn't exist when this set came out. All right, so now looking at the interiors, it's kind of crazy. Like, I love this so much more what they did. Specifically, the 2x2 tiles do look nice there for what they were trying to do over here. I don't get the small little tiles there. They've also got a little apartment upstairs. This is so much nicer. I love the counter here, the curve that's on, this little bowl with all the pastries that would be inside there. Also, all the cups and different things that you could put the ice cream in. I think maybe it could have had some ice cream scoops. That may be a plus that the newer one has. But it can't beat this, the sign here with all the different flavors. Here is Florian Fortescue, which I think is my favorite minifigure in the set. Just looks so cool. I love the new orange there for the sleeves, and the printing there on the torso looks great. He does have a new face that is actually exclusive here to this set. I think that looks great with the glasses there. And then on the other side, he's got this concerned expression. Maybe he just dropped some ice cream. Here's the shop owner, which is a really fun figure here. Specifically, this torso looks really great. I like the hood on the back. And then also the torso with all the little pins there. That looks really cool. The dark red is a theme for a lot of characters here. It makes sense for her, but yeah, it's just interesting to point out. The hat, I don't get. It's Sprout's hat with the hair and then the earmuffs there to protect from the mandrake. So I get what they were going for in terms of having like a wizardy hat with hair, but it doesn't work, I think. That's the only thing holding this figure back, but I love this face there. You've got this sort of upset expression on the other side, or just generic, and then obviously the big smile you saw before. Here is Katie Bell. She's got an interesting little outfit here with the scarf and the hood on the back, and then also the scarf continuing here to the front. The face here, this is just Hermione's, which is a bit of a shame. She's got this scared expression on the other side, and then also the dark brown ponytail here. It's actually kind of crazy getting her here because of what happens to her in Hogsmeade. I assume she's going to be in the UCS Hogsmeade set rumored for later this year, but yeah, this is, I guess, that torso from that scene. Here is Alicia Spinnet, who looks great. I really like the torso that she's got here. So removing this hair piece here just to show you that sweater looks amazing. The back's torso printing. I like this little smirk she's got on one side and then this big smile on the other. And she's the only figure here to sort of be a teenager here with the mid legs. Here's Ron Weasley. It's interesting. This outfit is exclusive to the Big Burrow, so it's taking the exclusivity from that here. Again, continuing that dark red theme, but he's got the same hair and face that he gets all the time there, with the scared expression on the other side and the huge pupils here still all these years later. Also, here's Cho Chang, which is interesting. She's also using a outfit that she uses later on when she's older. The torso looks great, very detailed. It's from the owlry. She's got this face that's appeared before, the sad expression on the other side, some back torso printing there. And in case anybody was curious, this is what the Slytherin mannequin looks like from before. It's nothing new. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the new Diagon Alley shops for 2025, the Quality Quidditch Supplies shop and the Ice Cream Parlor. I think that these are both really great, important additions, specifically this, to our Diagon Alley smaller collection. I like the figures included in here. I think they're a lot of fun, some new prints and different things, and the stickers in here is great. And obviously, like I said before, the color change is perfect. The Ice Cream Parlor, though, to say I'm disappointed would be putting it mildly. Like, I really just don't like so much of this. The tiles on the inside, the lack of stickers. There's no spoons, there's no bowls to put ice cream in. I just feel like those are just basic things that you would expect in any shop, that I feel like if you look at City or Friends, they would be featuring that in an ice cream shop or something like that. So that is a huge letdown for me here, but it does add a lot of color to the actual street, as well as it being a corner is going to be very, very helpful. Both great new additions to our new smaller Diagon Alley sets. Be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notification so you don't miss out on the combining video of this, as well as I've got some really neat ideas about Diagon Alley, specifically when it comes to this shop and the bigger one. So stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.